Okay, next up we're going to look at dot plots. Dot plots are also known as line plots. They show how your data is distributed by marking data points with dots or X's above a number line. And you can use dot plots to find other statistical measures like mean, median, mode, quartiles, outliers, and range. So this would be an example of how a dot plot would look. You got your numbers that are the data points, and then the X's represent how many times that number occurs in your data set. Okay, so we'll look at our first example here. You'll need to copy down this dot plot and the title of it. And we're going to find a couple of different things. First, we're going to find the median. Now, the median is the middle number. So we're going to find the middle number on this dot plot. It works the same way as if we had made a list of our numbers from least to greatest. So we go through, we'll mark off one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, we're done with 4 and we're done with 10. So next on the left side, I'm going to move on to 5. On the right side, I'm going to move on to the 9s. Okay, one here, one there. Now I'm out of 5, so I'm going to move on to 6s. 1 6, 1 9. 1 6, 1 7. Okay, another 7 here. What's the only number in the middle? 7. And you can count and make sure that you've crossed off an even number on both sides here. So 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. And we had 2 7s left between. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is going to give you 7. So our median was 7. Okay, it works the same way. We had 2 7s in the middle. Accidentally crossed one out there. And so we added them and divided by 2, just like normal. Now, mode. We're going to look at which one of these occurs the most often. So you had 2 4s, 1 5, 2 6s, 3 7s, 2 9s, 2 10s, no 8s. Which one has the most X's? The 7. So our mode is 7. And it's the one that occurs the absolute most often. Okay? Notice both 4, 6, 9, and 10 were repeated, but they weren't the most repeated. So I had to choose 7, which was the most repeated. Step 3, we're looking to find the range. So you look for your smallest value, which is 4, your largest value, which is 10. So 10 minus 4, your range is going to be 6. Okay, next one we're going to look at is the quartiles, because we want to get to see if there are any outliers. So we've got to find Q1 and Q3. So we had 1 7 on one side, our other 7 on our other side of our median. So now we will find here we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6. We got 1 2 3 1 2 3. It looks like we have both a 5 and a 6 in order. Now if working from this confuses you, you can always transfer this to a list of numbers. And I would probably recommend doing that. So let me show you that way so you could see it better. So we've got 2 4s, so 4 and 4. We've got a 5, 2 6s, 3 7s, 2 9s, and 2 10s. Okay, and we already said we had 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we had our 1 7 on one side, 1 7 on the other side, and our median was 7. So now we'll go back here. 1 2, 1 2. We've got a 5 and a 6 in the middle. So what's directly in the middle of 5 and 6? 5 and a half. And if you want to, you can add 5 plus 6, that's 11. 11 divided by 2 gives you 5.5. Now look up here. Get rid of those 2 7s, get rid of those 2 10s. What do you have in the middle? 2 9s. Is there anything in the middle of 9 and 9 besides 9? No. So Q3 is going to be 9. So Q1 is 5.5. Q3 is 9. Okay, now I really want you to be taking the numbers from your dot plot and putting them into a list, especially if they ask you to find the quartiles and things like that. Median and mode and range, you can look at your dot plot as it is, but if they're asking to find more detailed stuff, look at a list of the numbers. Now we're going to look at our IQR. So we've got 9 minus 5.5, and that's going to give us 3.5. Okay, remember 9.0 minus 5.5. Gotta borrow there. 8 minus 5 is 3. So 3.5. And now we have to find outliers. Remember, outliers. You take the IQR, multiply it by 1.5. So 3.5 times 1.5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. 5, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5.25. So now we're going to take 5.25 and we're going to subtract it from Q1 and add it to Q3. So 9.0 plus 5.25. That's going to give you, what, 14.25? So do we have anything higher than 14.25? No. Now we will take 5.5 and subtract off 5.25, and that's going to give you 0.25. Do you have anything smaller than 0.25? No. So there are no outliers. Okay, so the point of that is that you can use a dot plot, turn it into a list of numbers, and find things like the quartiles and outliers. Okay, now we're going to actually practice making a dot plot. And it says the number of minutes spent exercising. So this is the same data we had from our histogram video. So we're going to put it into a dot plot now. So what you need to do is draw your number line. And again, our data ranges from 30 all the way up to 90. And so you're going to have to kind of count and see what numbers you really need here. So we need 30. And I would probably count by 5s there. Okay, so now we will go through and start to put X's. And so we got lucky that all of our data are counting by 5s. So 45 gets one X, 40 gets another X, 45 gets a second X, 55, one X, 60, 90, we got one on 30, another one on 55, one on 35, 60, 45, and then one on 75. So there is our dot plot. So now let's answer these questions. So we've made the dot plot. Now we need to find the median, the mode, and the range. So median is going to be our middle number. We've got one here, one there, 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 and then we're stuck with 2 in the middle. We have a 45 and a 55. Okay, and again, make sure that you've crossed out the same number on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have indeed 2 in the middle. So 45 plus 55. That's 100. 100 divided by 2 is going to give you 50. So our median is 50. Now we need to find the mode. The mode, you just look for the 1 or 1s with the most X's. Everything else has 1 or 2, but we got 45 here. That's the only one with 3, so our mode is 45. Now we need the range. You've got your highest number minus your lowest number. So 90 minus 30, which is 60. And so our range is 60. Okay, and then lastly, they want for us to say if the data is skewed or symmetrical. And so looking at this, we've got 50 is our median. So we want to look and see here how many x's we have on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since most of our data, it's spread evenly across the median there, it's going to be symmetrical because there's not really one side that's high and one side that's low. It kind of looks about the same on both sides. So I would call this set a symmetrical set. Okay, so that's all there is that we got to know about dot plots. See you in class tomorrow. Bye.